Piggy and RAZE, two really mysterious characters that we don't have much information on, but could be really important to the lore, at least according to Minitoon. These two characters have a lot of stuff in common. We only saw them once and then never saw them again. However, their looks and appearance in a specific location does wanna make you question their lore, and the same questions could be asked for RAZE. Why does he look like that? Who made him like that and for what purpose? And how did he even manage to get inside the safe place, the building where our crew was living in for months? Everybody has been talking about Minitoon confirming that we will find more about RAZE and Piggy in a future Piggy game, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to take a deeper look at who could this character really be, and what was his purpose in the lore. So let's see. One of the most mysterious characters in the Piggy lore, because he's not just a rat, but he has robotic parts attached to his body. And should we even mention the fact that he was the bot for the safe place? So how did all of this happen, and what do we know about RAZE? Well, I could say that RAZE has a pretty terrible and sad backstory. Let's look at his face and the head. One of his ears are missing and it got replaced by a huge gear. And his face, one of his eyes are pure white and the other one does not even seem to exist anymore. And what do we know about the infected with an white eye? Well, from our research, the infected with white eyes seemed to be protective or just angry and destroyed, taken away from what they loved. And these things could apply to RAZE. We can see that his entire body was tortured and upgraded with robot parts in order to attack and counter somebody, and that somebody could be our crew, most probably. Another reason to say that he did not want to become and do all of this is by looking at his hands. You can notice he has two big drills attached to his hands, but on top of that, he has these spikes right on top of the drills, and that wasn't just for decoration. By having these spikes right on top of the drills, it makes it almost impossible to be able to take down the drills from his hands, and that's what his creator wanted. He sent him in to attack us, while having spikes on him, knowing that we won't be able to unarm him. And the drills could also be the reason for his appearance in the safe place. Have you ever wondered what is an infected doing inside the safe place? The place that literally has the word safe in it, and the place that had 8 people inside of it. Did 8 people really not see an infected in that place all these months and years? Well, it's not that. RAZE wasn't here from the start. I predict that RAZE has got inside the safe place right after we left the refinery, and right after Zizi exploded it with the TNTs from the distraction chapter. But to get from the refinery back to the safe place did took a long time. We could expect that it took around a few days to arrive back, and here is where the theory gets bigger. I believe that RAZE was used as a weapon against us. RAZE was used as a weapon of revenge, and his master wanted him to get inside the safe place and do as much chaos as we did in the refinery. And who was his master, you might ask? Well, there is no better character to think of other than the leader of the TSP, Willow Wolf. And here is another theory. After she got informed by the TSP members from the refinery about the chaos that our crew has done, she took one of her many prisoners from the factory, the place where she was staying during all of this. So she took RAZE from the cells, tortured him, putting all these robotic upgrades on him, and then infected him. Some TSP members were sent to escort RAZE until they got inside the city, at the safe place, and then, with the help of RAZE's new drill upgrades, he managed to dig through the walls of the safe place, arriving inside right before us and Pony arrived back while everybody was outside. This was Willow's main plan and weapon of revenge all along, sending infected monsters into our base, creating chaos and hoping that we would die from him. But we can also confirm more about this planned attack because of this note from the refinery saying, quote, "When we are near, we need to make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we need to convince them that we are near," end of quote. But how did RAZE even become a prisoner of the TSP? Well, seeing how RAZE is a rat, I really do believe that he was working inside the factory before the TSP took over, but his house and the place where he was living was actually the sewers below the factory. I do believe that RAZE and Alphys actually knew each other and were good friends, both living in the sewers underground, but we already know some weird insolent stuff started to happen down there, and Willow requested that no TSP member should explore the sewers anymore, but rather start flooding it with water to get rid of the infected down there. And that's what they did, flooding the sewers. Alphys got trapped in there as an infected, but RAZE managed to get out. However, it was too late. After escaping the sewers, he got caught by the TSP and was sent to one of the many cells in the factory until they used him as a weapon of revenge on us. And I think this is the entire lore of RAZE. An innocent and poor rat used by a group in order to take down another group. And in the future, Minitoon did confirm that RAZE will be seen once again, so his story doesn't end here. He will be important for the future. But that's where this video ends. I hope you all learned something new about this sad backstory of RAZE, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.